What's going on, guys? Today I'm back at it with another zombies video, and today I thought I'd make a ranking list on Easter eggs from all of Treyarch Zombies maps, from easiest Easter egg to hardest Easter egg. Note that this is going to be based off, personal preference, and just overall rereading the steps years later, and just I'm trying to understand how difficult it is and how difficult it was to do these Easter eggs. I am not going to be including every DLC from Black Ops 4. I did not do a single Easter egg from there. I did not do Ancient Evils, Dead of the Nights, Tag Durantotans, or Alpha Omegas. I was never really drawn into Black Ops 4 that much. But I did do Blood of the Dead and every other one that came with Black Ops 4 on launch. So I'm just going to go right ahead and get into this list. There is 18 Easter eggs that I will be going over from all of the Black Ops games, and the easiest one that I think it is we're going to get right into this is number 18. I'm going to say it's Ascension, and you could say what you want. I think Ascension's absolutely brain dead easy. All you need is the Gerst device, throw it at some weird washing machine, and then you wait for the monkey round and press buttons, and then you go stand on a pad at Pack-a-Punch, and then you blast the ever-living shit out of an orb on the ground. It is actually the easiest thing you could do, and the reward is so goddamn useless. It's a death machine for 90 seconds. Who even cares? It's easy. Anyone can do it. It's number 18. Deal with it. Number 17, I gotta say, it's Zetsubo no Shima. Now, you could go ahead and say that this Easter egg is kind of in a moderate difficulty and moderate length, but I'm just gonna say it right now. It's not a hard Easter egg at all if you know what you're doing. All you gotta do is turn on power, get them to skull, do your challenges at the start, which sometimes can be RNG based and you get a really bad one, but normally they're not too hard. Get the KT4 and upgrade it, which is just a bunch of waiting. Kill the spider boss, which is actually easy. And then you have to repair the elevator with the cog that you blow up from the plane, and you also have to have on a specific gobble gum, which I think is anywhere but here, and you teleport into the egg room, and then you grab another cog, and then you just repair the elevator, go down and kill the boss fight. It's pretty, carbon cut copy type of Easter egg. It's very easy. Anyone can do it. You can do it on your first try. I'm pretty sure I did it on my first try. It's not too difficult. You can do it with friends. You can do it solo too. It's just a pretty straightforward, easy Easter egg. Moving on, number 16, I'm going to say it's Transit. This Easter egg not only is easy, it's also really boring as well. All you got to do is turn on the power to release the avocado, and then you go to the transmission tower that's in the middle of butt fuck nowhere on the map. You got to hop off and run into the maze to get to the transmission tower in the middle of nowhere, and then you have to murder the Avogadro near it, and then you'll get, depending on which lane you do, Richthofen or Maxis. I don't really care, I'm just picking the first one that comes to mind, which is probably Maxis's. And you just gotta murder him near the tower, and then Maxis says, after you do that, Maxis is gonna say he needs more power or whatever, and then you just go to streetlights in the middle of the map, and you do something with them. But after you do whatever there's there, you just do the Easter egg. It's easy. You complete it. I don't know. The Easter egg not only doesn't make sense, I just never found I did it once, and then I was done with it. It is such a boring Easter egg. It's number 16. It's easy. Number 15, Call of the Dead. I'm going to be talking about the co-op one, not the single player one. Every Easter egg that can be done solo, like this, like Call of the Dead's variation, I'm going to talk about it in a co-op sense. So, Call of the Dead, you turn on the power, easy. You hit the door to talk to the crew, easy. Blow up the generators, get Nikolai vodka, do the Morse code step. This step is so annoying. You raise the sub, you listen, you do the Morse code. It's easy. But the next step's even worse. When you go in the lighthouse, you have to do the dials. You have to make the code 2746. Oh, pretty easy, right? No, because every dial you move, the ones below it, every other one moves with it. You have to figure out the code to go with it. You have to run up and down the stairs. If it's solo, this is torture. This is actual torture in solo, because George is running around up and down the stairs with you. You're pissing him off. You got to bring in the water. In co-op, you can just have your friend running around outside for half an hour while you're inside slamming your head on your keyboard trying to figure out what the code is. And then after that, you have to sacrifice somebody, or you have to get the VR11, I'm pretty sure. And then you just run in the lighthouse, shoot a zombie, turns into a CIA guy. He runs in the middle of the lighthouse, and then you get the golden key, and you give the golden key to Richthofen, and that's it. That's the Easter egg. Other than those two steps that are somewhat difficult, the rest are pretty easy. The game explains it pretty well. Number 15, Call of the Dead. Number 14, I put Mob of the Dead. It's a pretty simple Easter egg. It's not that hard. You can do it with your buddies. All you gotta do is get the Hell's Retriever, get it to the Hell's Redeemer, might as well. Go to the plane a couple times, get the spoon, get the hidden skulls around the map, upgrade that Blunder Gat, and then after you have all that stuff, you're all prepped and ready to go. Just look at your character's chests, get the numbers on them, or you could just use a Wikipedia, it doesn't matter. Enter them into the little code at the bottom of the Citadel. Whole game's gonna go like Ascension, black and white. Pick up the audio logs, they'll lead you to the roof, and then after you pick up the final one, you're gonna get down an afterlife, get on the plane, go to the Golden Gate, and then depending on what ending you want, you can just kill your buddies. You can kill yourself. Doesn't matter. Either way, whatever path you choose, you'll end up getting the achievement, which is Pop Goes the Weasel, and then you'll complete the Easter egg. Pretty simple, pretty fun. Number 14, Mob of the Dead. Number 13, I'm rocking Shadows of Evil, because with this Easter egg, you can just play the game as normal and you're already halfway done. Do the rituals, get the sword, get the Apothecant Servant. It's that easy. And then when you're ready to play with the Easter egg, go into Nero's building, you're going to hit the book on the shelf and you're going to start playing Team Defender from Modern Warfare 3 when you pick up the flag and you run around placing it everywhere, killing everything that tries to get to it. And then after that, you're going to want to play with some ruins that start killing you, and this Margot's going to be spawning everywhere. Just kill everything, stay alive, pick up the health orbs. It's that easy. And then you're going to want to murder the gate worm that's in the middle of the tram system. You just call the tram, murder it, and then zap the 3 guys that are surrounding it. And then just like that, the Easter egg's already over. It probably took you 2 hours, but it's over. It's that easy. You probably oversimplified it. Shadows, number 13. That easy. Number 12, I put Revelations. This Easter egg, again, just like Shadows, you can already do most of it just by playing the game. And then once you're ready to go, you start throwing Arnies in holes, you start collecting bones with the summoning key, you teleport some Chronoriums everywhere, you find the eggs, which that step can just die, and then you gotta charge the worms inside the Apothecant, use the worms that start vibrating your controller to find the ruins of power, and then when you have all the ruins of power, you go to Kino where Widow's Wine is, teleport to the boss, boom, easiest boss in the game, most unsatisfying boss in the game. That's a conversation for another video though. Kill the boss, Easter eggs over. Number 12, Revelations. Horizon Track. Number 11. Again, play the game as normal. Black Ops 3 seems to follow this trend of where you can just play the game and half the Easter eggs already done. Get the bows, upgrade the bows, easy. And then you get the wisps. You look around the whole map finding wisps, and then you teleport back in time. You get the code on the safe that's down underground, and then you fuck around with the death ray. You set it to you set the modes. I don't know. I haven't played the game in so long. You set it to modes. You do Samantha Says. Go back in time. Get the tablet that's on the ground, and then you go fight the retard in the arena. It's that easy. The Horizon Track. I mean, the Easter egg's already over before it started, but again, it probably already took you 2 hours because time flies when you're playing this game. Overall, it's a pretty easy Easter egg. Actually, the boss fight's quite fantastic. That's why it's this high on the list, to be honest, because the boss fight is actually pretty challenging if you don't have Ed drama or Danger Close. I usually go with Danger Close. Horizon Track, number 11. Number 10, Classified. All you gotta do for this Easter egg is get to 150. Really nice design right there. To be honest, it's not difficult to get to 150 in Black Ops 4. There's so many tools at your disposal. It's more about, do you want to sit there and waste your life getting to 150 just to see a cutscene? That's it. Overall, it's still difficult just because you have to sit there and give up your life. It's probably in the middle of difficulty. Number 10, Classified. Number 9, Origins. And again, this trend, it keeps coming back. You can do a majority of the Easter egg just by playing the map. Get the staffs, upgrade the staffs, get the G-Strike, get the Maxis drone. It's that easy. You put the Maxis drone over in the hole where, stamina up is, and then then you got all the panzers coming out. Murder all the panzers, easy. Get the zombie blood, shoot down the plane, go down into where all the staves are, start punching everything, upgrade your fist, and you start murdering everything in the crazy place, and then you charge all the staffs, and just like that, the Easter egg's over. It probably takes a long time, because this Easter egg it's very time consuming, but if you break it down, it is rather easy. Moving on, number 8, I put Moon. This is where the Easter eggs actually start to get a little complicated in a sense, mainly because of how difficult they ramp up in the rounds. And the first thing you're going to do on the Moon Easter egg is you're going to start hacking the terminals in your double tap. It's pretty easy. And then here's where the kicker is. You got to start waiting for the tunnel 6 to get excavated, and you could wait 3 rounds, you could wait 25 rounds. It could take all game. You might have to restart at some points. But when tunnel 6 finally does get eradicated, you knife the ball and it goes in the pyramid, you charge it, and you already get an achievement for that part, but that's only half the Easter egg. And then you want to go back to Area 51, suck the plates, pretty easy. You gotta have all, the outfitted equipment. You're gonna want QEDs, you're gonna want Gurchas, you wanna get the zap guns. You're gonna have everything, because that's what you need to complete the Easter egg. And when you suck the plates, you're gonna throw QED behind Quick Revive, hold X on the terminal that's also next to the Quick Revive, and then you're gonna wanna fill the pyramid again with the golden key. And then after that, you take it out, you get the perks for Richtofen. Easy. But if you want to keep going and get perks for everybody, you gotta you gotta throw the Gersh behind the terminals that are out in spawn. Play Samantha Says 3 times. Probably the most annoying part of this Easter egg. Oh my god. You could be there forever trying to do that. Unless you got a piece of paper handy, you'll do it on your first try. But other than that, if you didn't, Moon is a pretty difficult Easter egg, and they're only gonna get harder from here. Number 7, I got Shangri-La, because this Easter egg has you going everywhere doing anything you can think of. Comboed with such a tight spaced map, it's honestly a recipe for disaster and is worthy of being the most difficult Easter egg in Black Ops 1. Because it has you running around, using all the special zombies, using the spike moors, messing around with symbols, using explosives, using monkey bombs. It's just honestly a blast to do this Easter egg, but man, is it difficult to do, and that's why it's at number 7. Number 6, I put 9, because man, this Easter egg is the longest Easter egg on the entire list. It has you doing literally anything. It has you picking up literal shit. It has you blowing up statues. It has you killing elephants. It has you getting bone meal. It has everything. And man, is this Easter egg a journey. And when you're playing with all your friends, it's even better. And that's what I love about these Easter eggs. Easter eggs like 9, where it's difficult, but it's a difficult where it's fun. Unlike some other Easter eggs coming up, where it's difficult, but it's also annoying to do it and impossible and makes you want to not play the game. But 9 is honestly the perfect Easter egg and has an excellent boss fight to wrap it up. At number 5, I got Voyage of Despair, because man, this Easter egg is just a collage of shit that doesn't make sense. It has you shooting clocks, finding symbols, looking for outlets, teleporting everywhere, shooting pipes, pack-a-punching the Sentinel artifact, and the real kicker, fucking around with the solar system. Only all of that to lead up to probably one of the best boss fights in the series. You do so many useless things to get to that. Number 4, we're looking at Die Rise, because I hate this map, I hate this Easter egg, I hate everything about this goddamn abomination they call a map. All you gotta do is build the stupid nav card system, shoot balls, stand on elevator systems which kill you if you're not coordinated, because I hate everyone I did this Easter egg with. After that, you gotta liquefy the balls in the spawn room. You gotta start flinging zombies with the flinger near the tower, which is honestly useless, and then you gotta punch the radio towers in a specific order. And this Easter egg is so high on the list mainly because you need competent, smart people to do the Easter egg with. And back then, that was a luxury. You couldn't find them. You couldn't find people to stand on top of the elevators correctly. That step was the bane. It was my kryptonite trying to do that step. It was so difficult, and I'm so glad I did it once, never got to do it again. Number 4, Die Rise. But after that, we got number 3 is Buried, because man, Buried, oh my god, this Easter egg is such a meme. And I'm looking at the Max's side, alright? All you gotta do is build every single device on this map. That's not too hard. Then you gotta shoot the crystal balls. Everyone's done that with the paralyzer. It's easy. Follow the lantern, throw it out of the sky with the grenade. Try not to kill yourself with it. Decode the cipher on the wall, which took years. Felt like years when the map first came out. And then you gotta fuck around with the wisps on the signs, which honestly took another year as well. And then you gotta find the bells around the map while someone's ringing around the other 3 people trying to tell them where they are. That's annoying. Oh, but that's not it. The final step of the Easter egg, which apparently needed to be added in, the sharpshooter. Need I say more? Buried, number 3. coming down to our number 2 spot, I have Blood of the Dead. And again, we're gonna follow this trend of you just play the game as normal, and you're already a good way in to the Easter egg. But you do have to get the Hell's Redeemer and the upgraded spoon. Open the Warden's house, get to the top, and then you gotta follow the bird. This step is horrible. I absolutely hate it. The design is awful. It took forever. After you get the bird for the 4th time, you pick up the Crenorium, and then you head to the Warden's house. You put in the code, that's it, and then you do the fun challenges that come with it. And the one challenge that could never, ever have been created, I wish it didn't exist, was the one at the power station where you zap the guy because that's the step that the game always decided to crash on and never worked. The other 4 challenges I can kind of bear, but that one I just, you know what? Never mind. All the challenges suck. I hate this Easter egg so much. And all of that is topped off with a boss fight that literally is so fucking boring. I played this map once with the Easter egg, and that was it. Blood of the Dead, number 2. I fucking hate this map. And number 1, you knew it was coming probably, unless you're a god at this game, Golrod Krovi. And it's not here because it's difficult in a sense you want to kill yourself. It's here because it's difficult in a sense that this Easter egg is so rewarding and fun to complete. It's number 1. It's a perfect god tier Easter egg. And again, play the game as normal. You're already a good way into the Easter egg. You gotta kill the drones to power up the generator and pack a punch. Do the valve puzzle, pretty easy. Complete your challenges at the start. Get the Gauntlet of Siegfried, easy. Get all the dragon statues that are hidden around the map that are pretty fun to find. But here's the part that I have a problem with this Easter egg. Here's where it gets a little hard. And it's the bomb sequence, where it's a white mechanic halfway through the Easter egg, and I didn't really like that, because I died on that a lot of times. It was honestly, if you're uncoordinated and unready, and you don't memorize the screen, you're gonna die, you're gonna get mad. This step is just, oh my god, everyone dies, I can't, that step just ends me. And then you gotta blast the shit out of an orb. Sophia tells you to do some things, lure a zombie into her, get the power core for Nikolai, fight the dragon, fantastic boss, fight Nikolai, fantastic boss. The Easter egg is so difficult, but it is so rewarding, and it is worthy of the number 1 spot of the hardest Easter egg on this list. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This video took ages to make, but it's honestly worth it. I love making the zombies content, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.